Hi guys, and welcome back to the Scouts Hereford Worcester YouTube page. In today's video we're going to be looking at some fun and easy science experiments that you can try at home. But first I think we need to get into the right gear, not forgetting safety. Oh, this should do nicely. On with the first experiment. So, for this first experiment we're going to be looking at how we can clean our dirty copper coins. So for this experiment, you're going to need some white vinegar, some table salt, obviously some dirty coins, and a cup of fresh water. So, first of all, you're going to get the white vinegar and you're going to pour a little bit into a cup. Okay? Then going to take your salt and you're going to put 2 or 3 teaspoons of salt into the vinegar. You're then going to stir that up until all the salt has dissolved into the vinegar. Now you're going to drop your coins in. Just let them sit in there for about 30 seconds. Just stir them around a bit just to make sure they're definitely getting all of the vinegar and salt on them, to make sure they're nice and clean. And remember guys, if you've got any videos or photos of things that you've been doing whilst you're at home that are scouty, remember to send them to staysafe@scoutshw.org.uk. Right, I think these coins should have been in here long enough now. So we're going to take them out of the solution and put them in the fresh water. Putting them in the fresh water should clean them off. And then if we take them out, look, you can see, oh, may have missed a few parts, but that coin is now nice and clean compared to this old coin that's dirty. And that's that experiment. So, for this experiment, we're going to be showing how soap stops germs from staying on your hands. This is very important, especially at the current time. So for this one, you're going to need a plate with some water on it. You're going to need some pepper or oregano, something similar like that, and some soap. So first of all, we're going to take your pepper or oregano and we're going to sprinkle it on the water. Just like that. Now you're going to take your soap, you're going to squirt a little bit on the end of your finger and then rub it in. Now you're going to take this finger with the soap on and just place it in the middle of the pepper or oregano. And if you watch, all of it should spread out. And as you can see, there's just a tiny bit on the finger, but the majority of it is gone. So that's why it's important to wash your hands. So for this experiment, I'm going to show you how you can draw a picture and then make it animated. So for this one, you're going to need a dry white marker, make sure it's a dry white, a glass bowl or plate, and some water. So you're going to take your dry white marker and draw a picture onto the glass bowl or plate. For this one, I'm going to draw a stick man. There you go. You're now going to take your water and you're going to slowly pour it into the glass bowl. Now, if you give it a little bit of time, your picture should rise onto the surface of the water. And then if I get my finger and move it around, you can see that my stick man is beginning to dance around. Ooh, whoops, I messed up his leg there. But you can experiment with this. You can draw whatever picture you want and then see what you can make it do. So for this experiment, we're going to be looking at how felt tip pens are actually made of more than one colour. So for this experiment, you're going to need some felt tip pens, 2 strips of toilet paper or some kitchen roll, scissors, a glass with some water in the bottom, and a peg. So you're going to take your toilet roll or kitchen roll and you're going to cut a thin strip out of it. Then going to take your felt tip pen, and for this I'm going to use a black one. You're then going to draw a dot near the bottom of your strip of toilet roll. Once you've done that, you're going to dip the toilet roll into the glass of water. Now, using a peg, you can hold that in place. And now you wait. So, now that we've waited a bit, we can take a look at our piece of paper, and as you can see, this black actually has some blue in it as well. Ooh. So now you can try this with lots of different colours and see what colours you can find in your felt tip pens. For our last experiment, we're going to be making a volcano. So for this, you're going to need a small container or jar, some vinegar, some baking soda, and some food colouring. So you're going to take your container, for this I'm using my small jar, and you're going to put it on a plate or a tray so that you can contain the mess. You're then going to take your baking soda, and you're going to put 2 or 3 teaspoons of it into the jar. Obviously, if you're using a bigger jar, you can put more in, but that's how much you need for this size. You're then going to add your food colouring. You can add whatever colour you like. This is the colour that your volcano will be. Just mix that in there a bit. Then you're going to take your vinegar and use a cup just so it's easier to pour it in. You're going to pour it in and you should get your volcano to spill over the top. And there you go, there's your volcano. So, now that all the experiment's finished, I think I can get back into my normal clothes now. Oh, that's better. Right, now you guys can go and try those experiments at home. And remember, if you want to send in the videos or photos of you doing them, send them to staysafe@scoutshw.org.uk. Have fun, stay safe.